Halo's back.
Halo is back.
I love Halo.
It's good. It's a good game.
So we're coming at this from different perspectives.
Mhm.
That Xbox Museum thing came out, was like, here's your most played Xbox games of all time. Mine was literally
Yeah.
like Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach.
Oh, that's
I don't
funny.
even remember the other two, but like my top three were Halo, Halo, Halo. Like Halo is the game that defined like 12, 10 years old, 12 years old to like 21 years old. Like that
Yeah.
was it. Halo, it. Don't give a shit about anything else. It's
Mhm.
Halo. Whereas Doug, I think this is the first time you played Halo.
It's not the first time. I played Halo at a few parties in high school. That was about it, though. I remember like honestly, like I think I would play like one intense Halo session ever with like like a LAN party sort of thing. I feel like
Oh
I only
yeah,
did that one time, and I was always a PlayStation
every
kid, so I
Friday
never
night
had
in
an
high
Xbox.
school.
That's
Every
crazy.
Friday night in high school for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Whose house are we going to, and who's bringing TVs?
That's so cool. Yeah, I wish I had that experience. That was like one of the things of like having a PlayStation that I never got that experience. Like when, like I'm excited for you because I was playing this like, oh, this is actually extremely fucking good. Like I'll bet people who are like super into Halo like are really
Mm-hmm.
excited for this game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It and that's why I want to start. Is this feels like in my mind, and again, I haven't gone back to them. I played a little bit with Master Chief Collection, but this feels like that game where
Hmm.
this is what Halo is. It's fun, it's quick, it's technically kind of difficult to be good at, but easy enough to be
Hmm.
accessible. It's arcadey, but at the same time, like you can definitely use some strategy. There's definitely it checks all of the Halo boxes that are just so good. The vehicles are fun, the guns feel great, the maps took me a minute, but I really ended up liking them
Sure.
the more I
Yeah.
played. There was, and I don't remember. I didn't actually check any of the names of them, but there were a couple that I was like, okay, I'm kind of sick of this one because I felt like the map rotation wasn't great.
Yeah, I think we'll probably keep coming back to this, but it feels like the context a little slim. But it is like the first part of a clearly living game, so it's like
Yeah.
we got maps for. It's like I'm sure when Gulch comes out, it's going to be a big thing.
Oh, exactly. I'm like,
Yeah.
and I think that's one of the things that old Halo used to do is it would incorporate and like, um, evolve the old maps as you went. So like you had
Yeah.
Blood Gulch, which turned into this, which turned into this, which turned into this, and like it's that same map. Just okay, but this time there's a bigger tower in the middle,
Sure.
and this time they're closer together. And it was always just kind of this, just adding on to and adjusting of those.
And
Which
they
I
haven't
think is
done that
something
yet,
I'm
though.
sure.
Are these all new maps? Are these all?
I didn't recognize any of them. Now again, Halo 5. So maybe they're Halo 5 maps and they did that, and all the
Sure.
stuff we're saying, all the people who are super into Halo 5 are like, yeah, oh no, trust me. That's the best one from 5, and I'm
Yeah.
way over my head. But as you go through this, I think my favorite thing is you can just play Halo. I think towards the end of kind of the last set of Halo games, you were getting a lot into like, okay, well, let's get our loadouts and let's get all this stuff
Oh,
and let's
okay.
pick our guns. Whereas this is like, nope, here you go,
Yeah.
go get them, go get them, and that works so well. And it's that old arcadey feeling. Again, coming from like Unreal Tournament into Halo.
That's where I come from in Unreal Tournament stuff. I played like a shit ton of Unreal Tournament, like 2000. Oh shit.
2004,
One of
I
the
think was the
2000s.
big one.
Yeah,
I
I
think
played
2004 was the big one.
4 was the big one. I actually played a lot of 3 as well, but I love arena
Yeah.
shooters, and there's hasn't. And to me, just coming from like some PC shooter stuff, there hasn't been a good arena shooter in a long time. And I used to put a ton of time into Team Fortress 2 as well, which is also
Yeah.
kind of an arena shooter. There's loadouts sort of.
Yeah.
But I just haven't had that like arena sort of game in a long time. It's like every game sort of feels like Counter-Strike and everything sort of feels like Call of Duty. So it's
Yeah.
just nice like going through a level and then picking up a weapon that's not just a slightly faster submachine gun, but it's just like something totally different. Like I really just like I love the weapon variety in this, and it was like so much fun kind of getting back to that sort of mindset I had in like an Unreal Tournament where like you pick up a gun and now it's mechanically very different than the gun you picked up before, and now it's
Yeah.
like okay, I got to play slightly different, which I think is something that's just like, kind of
Exactly.
missing from a lot of games because like oh no, I picked up an enemy shotgun that's pretty much the exact same thing as my normal shotgun, but this one it's like
I
well yeah.
I had the RA90 and now I have the RC70.
Exactly,
Oh
but in this
my.
time it's like, oh no, I like or like I had a shotgun or I had like a battle rifle and I picked up an energy sword. Now it's time to go to town on folks.
Oh yeah, and that's my favorite thing is like those same like I don't want to say unbalanced because that's like not the case, but like those power weapons,
Yeah, yeah.
they do shit and it still feels good. And I feel like, and again, I played maybe 3 or 4 matches of Halo 5 and just like, this is not for me. But I feel like they were getting away from those being like super heavy on balance. Like you have that energy sword, you're gonna get a killing spree. Like it's just gonna happen. Like
I think
unless
I think unbalanced is
unless
actually
you're
the
bad.
right word. I think unbalanced is the right word because that's something that like really bugs me about current day shooters is because everything feels so balanced out that nothing ever feels great. Like I feel like
Fair.
super with Battlefield. Like I just like okay, every weapon is just on this like level flat playing field. But in Halo, it's like nope, this weapon's just better than the other ones. It just is. And like you're saying with the
Yep.
energy sword, it's like it's you're gonna get fucked up by a guy with an energy sword like more than likely unless you're pretty
Yeah.
far away from them. And I really didn't. That's like one of my favorite aspects of arena shooters. That's just been it's been missing for so long. Like I think it's, but the balance is that everybody can pick up that gun. It's not that the
Exactly.
gun itself is balanced, which is just a fun way of looking at balance.
Exactly. And 9 times out of 10, it's in a very competitive area, center of
Yeah.
map, wherever it might be. So it's going to be, you're going to have to be decent at this to even get a shot at it because there's a marker on it. Everybody's gunning for it. So you're going to have to be the one that makes it through everybody else with your nice, even balanced weapons to get the super crazy unbalanced one, which is just, it's so much fun. It is so much fun. And that's what I miss about multiplayer games like Unreal Tournament, like, I don't want realism. I don't want the same guns. I don't want balance. I want this ridiculous, like, oh man, like, I just drove around in a Ghost and ran over 7 people while they
Yeah.
tried to shoot me with an assault rifle. Suckers. But yeah, right now, and again, like you mentioned, kind of living game thing, I was a little disappointed in the playlists because one of the things I think Halo's always had is that like just huge well of playlists where it's like, okay, like here is just objective types, here's Slayer types, here's a weird variety of a Slayer type.
What does that
Here's-
mean? Because I've heard a lot of people complain about this, and honestly, like anytime I was like, well, they're missing playlists. Like, what does that mean? I actually don't know what that means.
So right now you can go jump into quick match, big team, and ranked.
Yeah.
Like when you, and again, I always feel bad saying this because like I wasn't into 5. So again, take this
Yeah,
with
yeah.
somebody who basically stopped playing at Xbox 360 Halo.
Sure.
You would have like when you click like start match, you would have like 9 options of different
okay.
types to do. So like in this, when you do like ranked or quick, like you're getting CTF, you're getting oddball, you're getting Slayer, you're getting the, I don't remember the name, where the one where you hold the points, but you're getting stockpile, you're getting all these different types. Whereas before it would be, I mean, it would be stuff like 2v2 Slayer, 4v4 objective, 4v4
okay.
Slayer,
Oh, okay,
free
gotcha.
for all Slayer, and then it would be big team Slayer, big team arena, and then they would always have like one weird playlist where it's like, this is our goofy fun game of the week, where it'd be something like SWAT, where it's just okay, everybody is one hit kill, gets a battle rifle, gets a pistol. You'd get something
okay,
where
that's
it's like,
cool.
okay, like here's a weird take on oddball where the ball only counts if you're here, like, and they would rotate those out. So essentially, instead of just going like hit start and cross your fingers, you get the game you want.
Yeah.
You could really narrow it down and go, okay, like I want to just do 2v2. I want to just do objectives. I want to just do deathmatch.
You know what's funny is as like a new player, I'm kind of glad that I don't have the choice now because it's making me familiar with all these things. I'm wondering if
Sure.
that's done on purpose to an extent, and not just like the, you know, we got to hit a deadline so we can only have so many maps, and that sort of, which is probably part of it. But I like because to me, I like the idea that I'm getting familiar with all these because this is the first time I've played. I mean,
Yeah.
I've played Capture the Flag in other games, but just how Halo plays is very different to me. Oddball
Yeah.
is something I've never played before, and that one took me a while to figure out. I was like, what is even going on in this game? And that one, I love Oddball.
Oddball's fun.
Oddball to me
Oddball's
is such a fun idea. Basically, for folks who aren't playing this, the concept of Oddball is that there's an item on the map that once you pick it up, everybody in the area knows exactly where you are, both good guys and bad guys. And then you need to just hold the ball for 2 minutes total. Like whichever team holds it for, I think 2 minutes total, they're the one that wins. So it's just very fun. Just like, you know, just once you pick up the ball, you're just running. You're just like, I hope my teammates are behind me. I don't know if they are. I just like, and then
If you got a good team, we're gonna like kind of pack it into the
Pack
space
it
I'm
in
behind the
tight.
corner. Hopefully, we got 2 on 1, 1 on the other, and fingers
But
crossed.
then like
they
a
can
well
protect
placed
me.
grenade just fucks up your plans, and
Exactly,
like a sort of coordinated team can like just totally screw you over.
But that's the
But
fun,
I
and that's
actually
the
kind
fun
of-
of Halo.
Yeah.
Right there is the fun of Halo, where it just there are times where the game just feels like it breaks down to batshit craziness,
Yeah.
and it feels unintentional, but that's the point, and it works so well, and Infinite captured that so good.
And I actually like how slow it is. It feels like it's like one of the slowest first person like games I've played like in a really long time. I'm thinking like Unreal Tournament or Quake. Like Quake is like fastest game on the planet.
Oh
But
yeah,
Halo,
yeah.
there's something like very methodical about it that I enjoy.
It's
I
that
do think
weird
it's
middle ground.
yeah, and I do feel it's like the thing I think is like a little odd, and I'm still not quite figured out if I enjoyed it. And I think it's one of the things that make Halo feel like Halo, is that it takes a long time to kill somebody, and if you're facing down two guys and you don't have a partner with you, you're kind of dead.
Yeah,
While like in Call of Duty, you could potentially take both those guys out if you have. It doesn't because you don't have shields or whatever else. You go boom boom, get two headshots.
yeah,
But here, you need to be like aiming at their head for a little bit to get a headshot,
yeah.
which is kind of an interesting way of playing. But I like that. I like that it feels slower than other games I've played. It makes me like feel like I can think more a little bit. And like with Oblak, 'cause, like when it gets crazy. But there's like a build up to it getting crazy. It's like
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
this guy comes in, okay, I'm shooting that guy, okay, but then his partner comes in, so okay, I gotta shoot that guy because this guy's still not dead, and then a third guy comes in, and then it just kind of gets like bonkers.
Yeah, and that's the fun. And you've got the stupid medals that pop up that are ridiculous, and every time you hear like some weird word come across, you're like, "What the hell did I just do?" For those medals, which make me happy every time that comes up. And I'm like, "Oh, I gotta." I don't remember. There are a couple new ones that I hadn't seen before in this, and I was just like, "Oh, I have no clue what the hell I just did, but that's cool. All right."
Yeah.
Because you've got your killing sprees, your double kills, your triple kills, your whatever they call it when you hit them in the back, all that stuff. So it's just like that's fun. It's just Halo is fun.
Halo is super fun. I enjoy this a lot. Yeah.
And I think that's the thing is like it's just like we just went back and we went, you know what? Let's make Halo be fun. Let's not worry what Call of Duty's doing. Let's not worry what Battlefield's doing. We don't want to make those our competition. We're going to make our own fun, stupid thing, and it's going to be great, and we're going to love it. And people are going to love it because you know what? It worked from the year like 2000 to the year like 2012 really, really well.
How do you feel about it being a living game? Because actually, when I played Tony Hawk's Underground, I was excited at the idea it might become a living. Not Tony Hawk's, the new one, the new Tony Hawk. I was excited they were kind of, yeah, they were like laying the platform for it to be a living game, and then they just didn't for some reason. But I like that idea of like potentially getting more Tony Hawk maps in the future. I was curious how you felt about this one of like you did like you're like, hey, we don't have these playlists. Are you excited with them? Like, hey, we're dropping the 2v2 playlist, or we're dropping this, or would you rather just like give me it all at once and then
that's
let me
what
just chew on it?
that's what they did. They used to do that. Is like the multiplayer would get updated like every week with like new playlists.
Oh,
So like
okay.
it was like
so this
you
is
had
not this
your
isn't
like
totally out of left field then.
no, that's not out of left field. So you would have like your four like main stage. You're like it was like free, and again I don't remember. It was like free for all, Slayer, objective, big team. Were like the four that
Okay.
like those are there every day, launch till servers shut down. But then there'd be two or three other ones where it's like, hey, like we're just doing like CTF this week. Like that is the only match in this. It's big team CTF. Click this, you want it. If you want like pistols only, like we're doing pistols only maps this week, like click
fun.
here. And so like they used to do it that way, and then the maps would obviously rotate in and out. And then I mean I remember going to GameStop and getting my little box copy of Halo map pack. So I mean you had those new maps coming and you had all that. So that all had happened before, so this feels like a natural iteration on that. Just now I feel like there's more of like a defining term for that more than just like patches
Sure.
and game updates.
Okay, so this is not like a new thing. This actually just makes sense for just how it's been in the past then.
Yeah. The new thing is like when you hit like RB and you toggle over into that other menu, it was like armory. I honestly never even went into it. It was like armory
What?
and you could
You never change your guy's color? My guy's like a bright yellow.
my guy is whatever it's got the one next to my name and he's like
What?
just the generic gray. I don't care. I don't see it. Literally never once. I think I tabbed over there and went, "What's that?" And went, "Oh, okay," and then just went back right back and was like, "I no." So I am
That's
generic
so
gray with the
funny.
one next to my. I don't care. I don't
That's
care. I
that
just
is one
wanna
thing
play
I have
Halo.
a slight complaint about, and like I'm not going to get into it because plenty of people that are complaining. Is that you don't get any on you don't start with any armor options except for like the guy you're given, and then you earn individual armor options. I would have liked just to have like maybe 3 armor options just to start with, and like you just don't get to do that. So like
Yeah.
I played, I think I think I'm like level 3 or 4
Mm-hmm.
now, and I got like one slightly different like head visor cap thing, and I was like, it doesn't even look that different if I put it on.
So they're hard to get.
Yeah, you
I
get
just feel like
one-
every match I jump in, like everybody has different color and different things.
because people are playing it. Well, if you spend money on your battle pass, and then you get the
okay.
So two of the things
This is all this is all the stuff that I was like, I'm not touching. I'm not
no,
dealing.
I
with
know,
just
I know, I
playing my
know.
fun
Well,
Halo.
the thing is, like, you can buy the battle pass, and then you can buy a thing to get like immediately get to level 20 on your battle pass. You get all the armor options, and honestly, like, I understand, like, I get what they're doing. I just would have liked just my starting guy, just like make my starting guy give me a little bit of different stuff.
So you can buy
I'm
like
sure
the
that'll-
cool armors and everything, because those used to be like a super huge deal if like you were running around. I think it was like the ninja pieces. Like the ninja pieces were like hard as shit to get.
Yeah, they're Ninja Gaiden. I think they're actually specifically Ninja Gaiden pieces.
That might have been it. I don't remember. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been so long. I don't
Sure,
remember.
sure,
I just remember that was like every time I unlocked one, I was like, yes, all right, here we go. I'll actually equip that to my character.
Well, that's the thing that like that's some of the that's actually one of the things that the older Halo players are complaining about, because they're all cosmetic items you get through via Battle Pass, not for being a good player. That's where people are getting a little like miffed about it, because it's all Battle Passy sort of stuff. And I mean, honestly, like, to me, that's just like, that's the price to pay for a free Halo game. That's super awesome. So I'm not complaining about too much. And like, just because the base game is so good, it's not like a game where you feel like you're missing out at all by not taking part in that battle pass. I feel like Fortnite and stuff like those games do a very good job of making sure that like you feel bad because you didn't get the latest, coolest character or whatever from the battle pass. But this one, it doesn't feel like that pushy. But I would just like, a few armor options. I don't know.
I mean, I'm just gonna throw it out. You can never tab over there, and it's like it doesn't even exist. It's flawless. It's the best decision they made. Is like that's gonna be in another tab, and you don't even need to look at this.
I think the only problem with it is, and tell me if you've had this exact same issue. I have not shot at guys in blue armor because I thought they were on my team. Have you had that issue?
Yes. I feel like that's one of those things that always comes up when you can like do cosmetic stuff in a game like this, where it's like I can't quite tell because I'm on blue team and you look blue, or there's weird like shades and stuff like that make it a little bit harder to see. But yeah, I don't know.
You excited for the single player now? Just curious.
Oh, I'm pumped. Yeah. I think my relationship with the single player has gone up and down, because initially it's like, oh god, you're doing Destiny, don't do Destiny.
Oh,
and then
sure.
It was like, oh man, we're like doing this whole Cortana thing again. Don't do Cortana again. We're sick of Cortana. And then like after playing this, it's like, well, at least it's going to feel good.
Sure.
Like, I'm nervous about every other aspect of this, but you showed me you can nail that Halo feeling and that Halo concept and just all of the things that I loved about Halo. You have now proven that you have the ability to do.
Yeah.
Just do it in a single player and I will be happy.
Sure.
Co-op not coming for like a year or whatever is some bullshit, but I get how games are made, so I'm not going to complain about that, because it's probably a giant pain in the ass to get that all to work right. So
yeah, with like an open world, I know a lot of people are mad about the co-op stuff, but again, that's a lot of like, that's definitely old fan versus new fan sort of thing, sort of stuff. Like, why isn't like the old stuff? Yeah,
which is that weird place that it's in, where it's like, okay, let's be real, most of the people who liked Halo originally are like in their 30s like I am, and
they're not the ones investing in battle passes.
They're the ones like me who are going like, what the hell is this shit? Just let me play my damn game.
Yeah.
So thank you to all of you who are like under the age of 25 and supporting this game for me to have my just generic ass Halo.
Support a 30-year-old Halo's experience by buying a battle pass. With only $5 simple, you can help this guy, this 30-year-old with children who does not have enough time to play into a battle pass and play his Halo
just
game.
Enjoy his Halo and move on with his life.
On the arms of an angel.
Well, with that, we are Workforce Gaming. You can follow us on Twitter at Workforce Gaming. Subscribe to us wherever you're listening, and we will see you later.
Bye.